Hey, Sooner football fans. It's the Sooner Football Fans podcast on YouTube. You got Terry and you got Rob here. Boomer up.
Boomer Terry.
And it's Thursday night at Louis on Campus Corner, where we're at almost every Thursday night unless it snows or we even come here sick, don't we?
Sometimes.
Yeah, just feeling sick.
Yeah.
But one of the things talking about Louis real quick, have you found a favorite item yet on the menu?
Couple of the wait. Oh, no. I'm joking.
As you notice, there's no waitresses around us now, so they all went that way.
No, I mean.
Have you had anything here bad yet?
Not yet. I like the fries, and the loaded cheese fries are always good.
Yeah. But one of the things, since you're sitting here watching us, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. And also go check out our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, anywhere you listen to your podcasts or your music from, we're there. Just do a search for us.
And follow us on Twitter.
That's true. Sooner FB Fans is what we are on Twitter. We also have a blog now. We don't know what a blog is, but we got one.
I haven't contributed yet, so.
But you can see our blog on our website, new fancy updated website at www.soonerfootballfans.com. And remember, as always, Sooner Football Fans is not affiliated with the University of Oklahoma.
But we do have eligibility left.
And apparently it's not needed because they keep bringing in transfers.
Oh, they need us. They need us.
So, the big news.
Huge news.
Jalen Hurts come out of the portal into Norman, Oklahoma.
I don't see a downside to this. Do you?
How can you see a downside?
Well, a lot of Sooner fans have said that we don't need him, and it could just cause discourse in the team, and it could cause Spencer Rattler to question his commitment.
No,
I'm telling you, there's no downside to this, Sooner fans. This is a proven quarterback. He's got 2 losses in his career.
28-2.
28-2. I mean, the kid can play.
Yeah, he can play.
I mean, he's not Kyler Murray.
No.
But how many kids out there are?
But, here's the thing. In his rushing yards, he had 954 his sophomore year, and in 2017, he had 855. That's a bunch of rushing yards for a quarterback.
It's pretty amazing, actually.
And the difference between him and Kyler, and Baker, he's 6'2", 220 pounds. Okay, and if you've watched Alabama play when he played, he doesn't slide, he doesn't juke.
He runs over you. I like that.
So what's going to be interesting is what Lincoln does with this style of quarterback.
Absolutely. Well, so a lot of people say he can't pass, but he's got pretty good stats.
Oh, yeah. He's got stats. I mean.
And under Lincoln's tutelage, he's another Kyler Murray. He may not be quite as talented as Kyler Murray is, but that's what he is.
Right. And what's funny is he was favorite. He had odds for the Heisman, okay, as a backup. 9-1 odds.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning. This morning, he's 6-1 odds, simply because he committed to Oklahoma.
Well, yeah, makes sense to me.
So, immediately everybody says Oklahoma was questionable going into the offseason and into the new season 2019 of being a contender, right back into everybody saying Oklahoma has put themselves right back into the national spotlight with this quarterback.
Yeah, in fact, I think the only questions right now that we have are offensive line.
Yeah.
And really, I don't think those are going to be a problem.
No, I don't think
I mean, we need to get our buddy JY on.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can tell us, but.
Yeah, we'll get JY on and be talking about the offensive line real soon. But what'd you think about, people talk, like you said, a lot of people on Twitter, Facebook said, hey, it's sending a bad message. No, Lincoln Riley's job, and everybody knows it, is to win games.
Absolutely.
And if he's got, he came out of high school, a 4-star quarterback, he's proven, he's a leader, he's won 28 games, and says, I want to come and play at Oklahoma, you're not going to turn him down.
Right.
Now, the other detractors have been, well, he got beat out by a freshman. Okay. If our incoming freshman Spencer Rattler is that good and he beats him out, how much better is that?
Right.
This just boils in competition for this position.
Well, the other side of the coin, I think, is if Spencer comes in and he's thrust into that starting job and he's not ready, then that could be devastating to his psyche going forward.
Oh, yeah, moving forward.
Yeah.
He gets to spend, if Jalen wins the job, which we're all pretty
sure.
He's going to. That's going to make Spencer Rattler that much better.
Absolutely.
Look at what Kyler Murray said sitting behind Baker Mayfield for 2 years did for him.
Yep.
So sitting behind, watching, and this is going to be the same style offense, but it's going to be different with this big man behind center.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be crazy.
Well, he's a fifth-year senior. He's if we make it to the national title game, he's not going to be shook. He's not going to be worried. I mean, he's going to be.
Yeah, I've been here.
Yeah, I'm here every year.
The only thing I think that's going to give him, and I don't think it's going to shake him. It's going to give him goosebumps and make the hair on his arm stand up because he has never played in anything like the OU Texas game.
Oh yeah, I would agree.
He's going to come into that game when he walks out of that tunnel. It's going to be, holy cow.
Yeah.
He's played in the Iron Bowl. Jalen, it's not even close, buddy. The OU Texas game is such a big rivalry.
Hey, and did you see all them Texas fans crapping themselves when we got him?
Yeah, and now the Texas fans goes, oh, really? We're not worried.
Not worried.
Liar. And then somebody, ESPN put out a poll: who would you rather have as your quarterback, Sam Ehlinger or Jalen Hurts? That may be the dumbest question I ever heard of. Not, no offense, but yeah, even Texas fans were going, duh.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Sam's not done bad.
No, he's not.
But
he plays for Texas. Which automatically brings him from here to here.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, and we're all excited about Jalen Hurts and where this is going to take the offense and folks, what's the other problem we got, Rob? Defense.
Oh.
Duh. Since the end of the national championship game, I avoided looking at the rankings. Rankings. Well, today I did. Okay. Oklahoma total defense.
104.
114.
114. Woo.
Out of 1, 2,
oh boy.
9. 129 teams. We were 114th in total defense. We were
still made the playoffs, by the way.
And 59th in rushing. Still made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Let's go red zone. Where do you think we were in red zone?
122.
126.
Ooh, I was close.
Out of 129. Passing?
I think I should win a prize for that.
Passing?
94th.
129.
What?
Dead last.
No way.
Dead last. NCAA.com. Go look at it. Look up passing yards.
How does a team with those defensive rankings make and have an opportunity to win the playoffs?
And get to a national 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So
terrible.
That's the issue moving forward. That's got.
But he's making changes.
He's made changes. We got Alex Grinch. It's a change. And all the hires that have come in this week got ignored after Jalen announced. But we got Roy Manning coming in from UCLA, coached with Grinch at Wazoo when he made the change and improved their defense. He's coaching the corners. Brian Odom taking over the inside linebackers. He's been at Missouri 2 years, but was also at Wazoo for a couple of years. And the only two non-changes is Thibodeau is still the defensive line coach, and Ruffin McNeil is the defensive tackles coach.
I'm okay with that.
But what they have to do, the only thing I didn't see on the new coaching staff that I really was hoping to see was a tackle coach. Do they have a tackle coach? To teach people how to tackle.
Oh. Man, I am just not.
Rob, you're slow tonight, buddy.
I guess, yeah. A tackle coach. Okay.
I don't know what
tackling fuel.
I don't know what they can do and can't do during the off season between now and spring But whatever it is, it should involve that defense and tackling. You know, I know that the quarterbacks can unofficially go out and throw passes and routes and stuff to the receivers like they're in a park. They can do that. But can somebody have a tackling dummy and do tackling drills during the off season?
I would say they probably can do that.
So I'm hoping that is the style of defense is going to be more attacking, speed, you know, and focused on turnovers. Focused on, which everybody says that's what the defense is. But when you got a guy that says, my job is to get the ball back to this offense because it's the most dynamic offense that there is. He did that for Mike Leach with 3- and 4-star athletes, or 2- and 3-star athletes. He's got, you know, a keg barrel full of 4- and 5-star athletes now. Mm-hmm. So what can he do with those?
Well, I don't know. Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
I'm going to redirect this here for a minute.
Okay, redirect.
So last year the question was, how much is the offense going to fall off,
mm-hmm.
right? We lose a Heisman quarterback, and, you know, we're still going to be good, but
right.
we're not going to be as good.
Right.
Wound up that we're going to be better, or we
right.
were better. What about this year? Is there a chance that the offense is better this next year
yes.
than it was last year?
Yes. 100% I think there is a chance. We have got 3 5-star receivers walking in the door that have every opportunity to start.
Big kids.
Yeah, big kids.
Yeah.
And when, you know, these kids come in, they've got moxie, they've got attitude, they're coming into play. You know, if you follow them on Twitter, you know, Theo put out a deal, you know, next year Oklahoma's winning a national title. That's an incoming freshman recruit. They're on campus right now, all 3 of them.
Hey, he's got my vote. I mean, he's not. I don't think any of them are going to supplant CeeDee Lamb.
No, CeeDee's going to still be.
CeeDee's going to be your one.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are going to file in.
Yeah. You know, until one of them overtakes.
Yeah.
You know, CeeDee's not going to lose this spot. He's big. He's athletic. He knows the offense. He's, you know, and he balled out against Alabama.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's going to do the same thing this year, you know, and there. When we sit back, here it is.
Hey, it's Joe Jack.
Yeah. But it's not Crimson and Clover though.
Right.
So, you know, the thing that we got to look at now is everybody was quietly hush hush about. We got, you know, new offense. We got not new offense. We got new quarterback. Austin's gone. You know, Austin left because. I guarantee you, no inside information. Lincoln, when he found out he was in the portal and he was interested in Oklahoma, Lincoln talked to him.
I'm sure.
And he turned around and probably went outside and got on his computer. And best of luck to you. But one of the things that you know, upsets me about with him, if you don't want to compete with the best, then go on.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, a lot of people were upset that we've kind of blocked Austin for a little while, transferring to West Virginia. But you got to understand this. Austin Kendall knows our offense.
Yeah.
And he's going to a rival school in the Big 12, and he's going to say, hey, they're going to do this and this when you run this defense.
Right.
That's insider information.
But, you know, I get that too. But with me, if you've graduated, you put in your time at the University of Oklahoma or Alabama or wherever you're from, if you've graduated and you still have eligibility, in my opinion, you should be able to go wherever you want.
I agree, but Austin Kendall has not graduated.
That's true, he hasn't. So, no, he will in May.
Well, basically, what we're doing when we give them Austin Kendall, and not that I'm for or against it, is we are giving them a copy of our playbook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
plain and simple.
Yeah, and that's why they were. But you know, Oklahoma pulled off on it, let him go where he wants to go. You know, I said it's a little disappointing in, you know, why. You know, I mean, I know Austin has battled for 3 years to get in a game and be the guy, and here he is. I'm sure thinking he's the guy. And you bring in somebody he's going to have to battle with again, and I'm like, hey man, battle. That's the only way. That's the only way you're going to get better, and that's what we want in this school.
Right.
Team.
Honestly, battling against a proven commodity like Jalen Hurts may not be in his best interest.
No.
But he can go to West Virginia and start right now and shine.
Yeah. And probably will.
And probably will.
Until he
if
plays
Will Greer can shine in that offense, so can Austin Kendall.
But
nothing against Will Greer.
They're talking, and I've even been putting it out there on our Twitter account. Why do you think Jalen Hurts came to Oklahoma? What's your opinion? The real opinion?
My real opinion is I think he thinks he can win here and get back to the playoffs. And I think that, his Heisman stock doubled just by coming here. 3, Lincoln Riley.
Yeah. I think number 3, okay. But I think one you didn't miss, number 4, is NFL. Everybody said Baker Mayfield couldn't play in the NFL.
But he has that in Alabama.
But he's not going to be playing, so he's not going to get drafted. He might get drafted, but might not. Might get drafted. What I'm saying is, he's got Lincoln Riley. He sees Baker Mayfield, who everybody said is too small to go out there, and has been taught how to run an offense by Lincoln Riley. Successful with the Cleveland Browns of all teams. Now you got Kyler Murray, who everybody is saying is too short. Obviously, people who are talking to Kyler don't think he's too short because now he's going into the NFL draft. Jalen Hurts wants to play in the NFL. He can't do it staying in Alabama. And if he comes in and does as good as any one of the last 2 quarterbacks we have, he's getting millions of dollars.
Absolutely. And he will.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Yeah, he's good enough. He's just not going to be able to do it. Is Tua a better quarterback than he is all around? I don't know, probably. But in that system, yes, he is. In Alabama's system, he is. In Lincoln Riley's system, in Oklahoma's system, who knows? So
he could have over 1,000 yards rushing.
Yes, easily.
Yeah. And we could have 3,000-yard rushers next year. Really, we could.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple thousand receivers.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a fun off season. But that's it for the YouTube tonight, guys. Make sure, and like we said, like us on Facebook, subscribe to this. Find our website, www.
Feel free to stalk me.
Yeah, and stalk Rob. Rob is always looking for stalkers. I'll just leave it at that. So, any requirements for stalkers?
Not yet. I don't actually have a stalker yet. So once I get one, then I'll set some parameters.
So, DM him if you're interested in stalking him. Rob's open to almost.
Make sure you have crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes.
Just saying. That helps.
So, that's it for today's YouTube. Look for us every Friday on YouTube. We'll be dropping out videos our Thursday night at Louis. Stop by anytime on Thursday nights. We're always here. But we'll see you next time. Boomer Rob.
Boomer Terry.
Boomer Sooner.